is a show that focuses on the person behind the brony. I'm your host, Osaka Jack. Please sit back and relax as we talk to this week's guest brony. Hello, everyone. This is Into the Spotlight with Osaka Jack on Everfree Network. Today, I am speaking with someone across the pond. No, you're not across the pond from me, are you? Oh, it's Sea Japan. Sea Japan, and then Asia, and then the channel. Okay, yeah, there we go. Shikari Speeder, hello, how are you?
Hi, Osaka Jack, doing well. It's glad to be here to speak to you all. Hi, everybody.
Hey. Well, I have to ask, how did you come by the name, Shikari Speeder?
Well, it's a pretty interesting story. Basically, I have a band that lived around where I live called Enter Shikari, and they became so popular right now, and they really are a good band. I took the name Shikari because before I became a brony, I thought, well, because I always dreamed I wanted to be a hero, but we can never always have our dreams, the way we want them. And I thought, well, Shikari sounds like a proper hero name, because I don't see anyone say that could be a name. So took it. And Speeder comes from my love for Sonic video games because
gotcha.
Exactly, because that was the very first game I've ever played in my entire life would be Sonic 2. I love it. It's just, you would go for the hard times of dying for the spikes. But it's just what's given me the thing, like, you got to speed forward towards your future. And, I would wish I had the power to help others and, to keep running towards a great future for all, and Shikari Speeder sounded like a proper good OC pony name, but also is pretty much like a hero name, which I would really love. So
sure, no, I think Seinfeld said it best. He said that every male believes they are at heart a superhero, and one of the best examples of this is if you see anybody, I'm not sure in your area, but in America, if they are transporting a mattress, they will have tied the mattress to the roof of their car, but they will have one arm out and holding the mattress down.
Yeah,
because they believe that if a gust of wind rips the ropes off, they will be able to hold it down with their own power. I got it. No problem.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I doubt that would work, but, good say.
Sure.
Yeah, it reminds me of a comedy I always love watching, Mr. Bean, which is quite popular because we have Rowan Atkinson. He loves the comedy he does is amazing.
Yes.
So, but when it's just one of the episodes where he had to go shopping to get painting stuff for his house and to get furniture, and the only one thing I would just love to see is just to see him sat on top of his car on a chair using sticks to drive his car. I'm thinking that is more easier than tying down a mattress, I would say.
Mr. Bean is incredibly popular in Japan. They love him.
Oh, that's amazing. I would say especially because the mini cars get popular as well, I would say, because it's a nice small vehicle as well.
Yeah, I can see that, sure. But I think Mr. Bean is popular in the same way that Tom and Jerry is actually more popular than Bugs Bunny over here.
Oh, sweet. I know. I love Tom and Jerry. That cartoon, always love it. My little brother watches cartoons like SpongeBob.
They're fun. SpongeBob is a little popular, but Tom and Jerry is more popular, and it took me a bit, but I realized it. Mr. Bean and Tom and Jerry don't require translation.
Exactly. It's just because it's silent comedy. That's the thing. You don't need words you just gotta see it, and then there you go. It's fun.
Exactly. Yeah, a pie in the face is a pie in the face in any language. It works.
Yeah. That's true. Very true indeed, my good sir.
So next time you're visiting somebody and they say they're from out of town or a different country, smack them in the face with a pie and just say, welcome to the country.
Or, fair enough, a fish, just to say hello.
Well, I alluded to it, but you are not in you're not in the same continent as I am, nor as most of the listeners.
No, I'm from Wales. I am actually. I'm from a little county in Wales, in South Wales, called Blaenau Gwent.
Okay.
It's a nice place. It's just, we got a lovely nature around. We got birds, we got horses, got sheep. Just basic farm life you get around. And when I just, live around here, I just feel at peace. Like you just live in the world. It is the beauty of it. And, it's wonderful. And I have a few friends around here as well, because I used to be before, becoming a brony, I was always into, rock music, all different kinds of genres, different fads, but
Sure.
but it's really great place to be. I mean, where I live around, it's no trouble at all whatsoever. It's just
Great.
really lovely. Some people, you usually have your typical nights out. You probably go out and then you could see someone, fighting because, too much or whatever. But, on most nights, it's lovely. It's peaceful.
That's nice.
They're quiet indeed. So
You mentioned that there are horses and chickens and animals. You didn't mention ponies. Do you have pony? Do you have like the animal ponies in the area or no?
Yeah, we do actually. But they're up a bit higher on the mountainside because
Okay.
what we have, I know friends of mine who live on my fiance street. They own a side of land which is just the mountain which is opposite my house,
Oh, nice.
and it's got a big massive oak tree, which is the big symbol of which does represents my home and
Okay.
for yourself of Wales,
Hmm.
and they own two horses. And they have a white horse and they have a black horse.
Nice.
And I'm thinking, well, the two together is light and darkness.
There you
Perfect
go.
balance.
Do
There
they
you
happen
go.
to have names? Because if not, you could suggest Celestia Luna.
Oh, I don't know, but I would think of different names. I could love to see that happen. I would love it if someone could read a fanfic because I bet you any chance that the one fanfic I haven't read yet, but I would love to read is my little Dashi. I
Oh,
think
okay. Right.
the one because when I looked on the Equestria Daily earlier, just a couple of weeks, I seen this trailer, animation trailer to it, and
Yeah.
it just looks really well done. And I just felt real because I heard the microphone read it once, and I heard that people say it would make you cry. You gotta read it. I was like,
It is
I
a
love,
bit of a tearjerker. Some
yeah,
parts, I have to admit, some parts in it, I was kind of like, all right, skip ahead, skip
yeah.
ahead.
The
Okay, now we're
important
back to things happening. Okay.
I know what you mean. Yeah, but I like that's the thing. Because when I've been starting creating these posters for Kiki's Charity, I couldn't focus on writing because I was never a good writer. Because straight when I got to think of writing a story, I mean, it didn't come to me until after I started working on posters, and then I just started to get a build up of more creativity. And I'm thinking, I could, but it depends on time consume.
Yeah.
So if I had powers of speed, aka Shikari Speeder's power, I should be able to do it in no time flat. Just gotta borrow Doctor Who's TARDIS and away we go.
We touched on it really quickly, but one of the things that you're more well known for are the posters.
It all started back in May 26th, which was on my birthday. It was my 23rd birthday, and I went out to.
Was this last year? Just 1 year ago?
Yeah, last year. Yeah, it would be coming up to May 26th. It'll be my first year as a brony. So.
Oh, happy Broniversary.
I know. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, when I first started becoming a brony, I didn't know about it at the time because I was out there having a good drink with my friends and my fiance and singing karaoke.
Right.
It was a normal thing. But then when I got home, I just went on to have a look on anime, and then all of a sudden I seen these cute little ponies pop up on Google, and I was like, "Hang on, what's this?" And I swear. Now, when I know My Little Pony way before, it was like I thought, it was for little girls, but
Right.
I love cartoons with a passion because
Okay.
it's the same with animation. Then when I looked on Google and it said My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and then there was episodes popping up on YouTube as well. I was like, hang on, is this a virus or something? Because it's overloading. Oh, I would say use a meme, but I haven't given it a watch.
I don't know if it's a virus, but I would classify it as contagious, yes.
Yeah, a very, very, very good virus and a lovely virus. I welcome it with hugs and wubs and bro hoops. So, yeah. But when I first watched it, I was like, this is really, really good. And I got hooked on it because it was not only the animation, it was the story, it was the music, it was just all that, and the little gags in it just make you want to chuckle, like.
Sure.
But then after that, and then I started watching it, and then I heard about bronies. But the thing about bronies was I checked through Google, and then Fox did their outtake on it.
Yes.
And through that, I was thinking, that is just rubbish, what they say, just forget them fools. I can see goodness, man. So what if we like different? It's the same as girls if they like, stuff that are supposed to be for little boys, whatever, it's the same thing. Because there shouldn't be no gender or barrier to stop us from loving what we want to love. You know what I mean? What we like, I did not know to start off that Tara Strong voiced Bubbles. And I just all of a sudden went on Twitter, and I was like, I didn't know you were these bubbles. Yay, hugs. Yeah. I was just super happy because when I heard one of her interviews just straight after, a good few months after I've just started watching ponies, she mentioned that she was all here for us, and no matter how dark at times we've been bullied or whatever, she will always be there for us. That really brought me to tears, and I was just. I want to give a massive thanks to her and to Lauren Faust and to all those who created My Little Pony content because.
Sure.
But also, that's one thing I want to bring up on Kiki's charity as well. I heard about the what happened to it when Tara Strong was interviewed by Final Draft, and I think it was kind of coming up near to, I think it was August or I think it was before they had Equestria LA, if I can recall.
Okay.
And yeah, I've heard of that, and when I read up the story, it broke my heart. Broke my heart on many levels because I have a little brother who's deaf, and he means the world. Even my three sisters do, and they mean the entire world to me.
Sure.
Thing is, like when my brother had trouble trying to speak, and I was worried like he was going to be deaf for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
And when we had a charity hospice in Cardiff, they said, "Oh, we can give him a cochlear implant." And
nice.
the thanks through it, like, because he also had, and through that they did it through free of charge as well.
Oh, wow.
But they did so much work.
So you mentioned a cochlear implant. I'm really interested in that because I remember reading of those, a good 15 years ago, but they still weren't very effective back then.
Yeah.
How is it working?
It's working really well. My little brother did have a few problems with it at the time because they had to do a lot of programming. They had to try and set the level, so you got the noise audacity and you got the level.
Okay.
But they do such an amazing thing. Like my little brother goes like once every, I think it's every few weeks. He goes over so they can test it out to make sure he's hearing well.
Yeah.
And the one thing that just made me cry the most is when he just called me by my name. He actually called me by my name.
That's sweet. So how soon before you teach him how to sing pony songs?
Well, I don't think that would happen quite soon since he's mostly into the Avengers.
Have you seen the Ponified Avengers pictures that are out there? Because I'm just saying.
Yeah, I did think so. Yeah, I think that could work because I've seen Iron Man. I've seen Thor.
Sure.
Yeah,
Fluttershy would make an excellent Hulk. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it if I had to say, "Yay!" Oh, it's so adorable, so cute.
I can just imagine Fluttershy looking back and going, "Well, that's my secret, Applejack. I'm always ready for you're going to love me."
Oh, whoa! Now that is very scary. But mind you, though, I mean, that's the thing I love about with voice actors in terms, like, they do such an amazing job. And I know some of them that got so popular in video games and then cartoons and that, but I bet it must have been a shock to Tara and all the others when they noticed about the Brony fandom, because I found that to be a loving and caring fandom, and everyone can join together in peace and harmony. And I believe it's like a step towards world peace. I'm just saying it because I believe it. Hey. I would love to try band voice acting, but the thing is, like, I only got an iPhone and a headphone set to do it because, like, I could do, and I only got the voice memo thing, which is good because you can always record it out, and then I can transfer it through email to my PC, which I can do because I can't really transfer it just normally for the cable, which is a bit of a hassle.
Yeah, a little bit, but at least it can be done. I mean, I'm old enough where I remember I had to hook up my VCR with 20 different cables to get it to transfer to my PC, and so I could watch the video that I had just recorded off of my VCR.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like the same thing with me. It's like with massive load of cables, you just got to sort it, and you're like, oh no, oh well, never mind.
I saw a joke that had recently. It had said average size of the average computer, and like over the years it had shrunk down and shrunk down and shrunk down till you get the iPhone. Yeah. But then on the other side, it said average size of cables needed to recharge, and it like gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
I know.
Well, how did you get started making these posters, though? What was the first one that you remember doing?
Well, the first one I created Well, to be honest, I wasn't working on pony posters until coming around near Christmas because
Okay.
about then I decided because when Tara was speaking about Kiki and
Yeah.
I read about it, I was still in tears at the time, and I felt like, I can't just sit here and do nothing while everyone's doing something to help her out. I've got to do what is right. I'm going to help her,
Sure, sure. Well, I
It's
think
just,
Tara said it best on Twitter. She said that we realize not everybody can contribute money, so prayers are
yeah.
just as much, or prayers and good thoughts are just as much appreciated.
And that's exactly what I thought. Like, even if I didn't have the money, I wish I could, give something to give to her to
Sure, sure.
give her a spirit, something to help her out some way.
Right, right.
Like when they had the pony auctions to help raise money for Kiki, I thought, well, would it be great if I could just create something to help,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when I did, I created this artwork post. It was heart of the elements of harmony, but I did an original one beforehand.
Okay,
I scuttled down before I even known Inkscape, which is a good program, which is a free program.
okay.
What I did, I just drawed out what I do because I always love line art. And I always
Yeah,
use a pencil and ruler. And I always like to make different drawings.
okay.
And when I saw the Elements Army on PC, I thought, well, why not I create, one to have right say things, and I was trying a nice picture
Sure.
for Iggy. And I thought,
Yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah.
there we go.
So it was the
So
Elements of Harmony was the first one you did?
yes,
Oh,
actually,
okay,
it
okay.
was the first thing I written down, and then I scanned it and I sent it into Army, and he said he loved it. It was really wonderful.
Oh, great.
And then I thought, and then when I after that, and then I started, drawing different art as well.
Hmm.
But then also when I got to the point, I was thinking, well, instead of drawing, because my drawing's terrible, to be honest. Because I am terrible at freehand sketching. I can never sketch to save my own hoof. You know what I mean? So, but when I first started, I was like, right, that's it. I'm gonna design it, put it in the vector form.
Okay.
So it was around before Christmas. I got onto Twitter. I was just a noob. I didn't
Sure.
know what to do,
Hey,
and then I just asked.
there's nothing wrong with being a noob because everybody at some point has been one.
Yeah, that's true. Very true indeed.
Hmm.
I'm noob at video games. I'm not good at Call of Duty or but I really love playing games like Mega Man and
Sure.
Sonic. I love those games.
Isn't
Oh,
it just, I'm sorry, personal note, aren't you just a little bit upset that Mega Man's finished?
I am so
I mean,
mad
I
because
understand that, yeah,
yeah,
okay, it's the same idea, and, there is a point where you're kind of like, well, it's hard to get new ideas, but man.
yeah, you just had to kill off like that just because I can understand why, because it's money wise, because
Yeah.
especially when this global recession it hit hard,
Well,
and
I'm sure probably. I know people listening have played. Were you able to play the Mega Man Street Fighter combination?
not yet, but I heard about it, and I'm planning
It's a
to have another
free
go on it.
download. It's a free download. You play as Mega Man, and you have to defeat the
Yeah,
Street Fighter bosses like Blanca, Dhalsim, and
exactly. I love the idea. I'd seen this idea beforehand on Mega Man Network, and it was just beforehand when I was in the Brony fan. There was this one guy he was working on the fan project, and it was that Mega Man called Street Fighter. Now that was just amazing. This is the thing I loved about that fan as well. No matter even if the original series goes out, there
yeah,
will always be fun to pick it up from where I left off.
sure, sure.
And it's the same thing with this fandom as well, with My Little Pony. Even if the series did, and I don't want it to end, I really don't, because it's a lovely cartoon, and love to keep it up. Because like with Powerpuff Girls, for instance, like the original Powerpuff Girls, I know they ended off so soon because, like I say, story's got to come to an end, but I can see My Little Pony as a never-ending story, to be honest, because there's so much possibility.
Well,
And
I think a lot of people have made the point is that at this point there's a decent chance that the Brony fandom, like the Star Trek or the Star Wars fandom,
yeah,
even if
mm,
there's nothing new for decades, there's not necessarily a reason why the fandom won't continue.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's ponies, really, to me, they look like cats. Did you notice? I know. This is weird
I'm
because
not
I
laughing
had
at you.
my.
I'm laughing with you. I'm laughing with you.
I don't know you laugh at me. I'm fine. Da-da-da-da-da. The thing is, it's true because when I looked at the artwork itself, I was like, they do look kind of like cats because they got tats, they got hair too, like fluffy, and when they do that mouth thing, like I seen with Rarity's one now on Equestria Daily today, when you had the yes videos where every time they say yes or no, those words, I love those.
Right.
I just see that one with Verity, and her face just looks exactly like a nyan like face, like face.
I
Like
have the
Lee
feeling I have the feeling that's one of those things that's going to be impossible to unsee. And so now,
Yeah,
for
I
quite a
know.
while, everybody who's listening is going to be my little kitty, my little kitty.
Hey, that'd be great if they did like Hello Kitty, like a crossover. I would love to see that because I love.
Ah,
They did one. No, but hear me on this one. They did one with Sonic where they actually had a Hello Kitty but dressed up with Sonic's head shing and that.
sure,
So
I can see it. Okay.
I can imagine a lot. This is what I like about crossovers is that when I picture it all together, all the creations we created, and we put them all together as one massive crossover. It's like we're creating other worlds, to be honest,
True.
right?
That is true.
Yeah, because
So I'm looking forward to seeing your next poster being just kitty pony.
I could, but at the moment I got to create yours actually.
Oh,
So
no pressure on that. Don't worry about it.
this is one thing I did before I did create these posters.
Hmm.
Posters after I created the Elements of Harmony poster, I decided, well, I could try and draw a pony poster, because I thought, well, hang on, well, I don't have an OC pony, and I was thinking of Mimi the same thing too. Like, why don't they have OC ponies? But I thought, right, that's it. I'm going to create their OC pony.
Yeah.
So what I decided, I did it all on Vector Art on Inkscape because it's a free program. It's a good program, and I think most artists use it as well. Okay, and also when I was working on it as well, sorry if I do get off the topic. Like I'm trying to focus now.
Anybody who's listened to my show knows that there are no rails anymore. I
Yeah,
can't even say that I've gone off track because we've abandoned any rails whatsoever.
Like quick, abandon ship. No, but hang on, I got on this one.
No, I just the very end, just Doc Brown saying, "Where we're going, we don't need rails." Okay.
I love that. I love that with a passion. I love Back to the Future. Good film. Oh,
2 years. They've only got 2 years to get those flying cars done.
You know, right? I mean, that's the thing with technology. Where are they? I would love to see. We got hovercrafts. Why not just work on that and make it fly? Or just turn it into or just turn our cars into alicorns. That'd be great,
Well, I tell you what, cars already have the horn.
Exactly. Touche.
Thank you.
Very good, my son. You know the horse.
If I can pun, then I am pleased.
Okay, I am.
I love the fact that there's so much in the fandom, but the flip side of that is that 20 minutes later, you're like, who did that? Oh, I can't remember.
I know.
I don't know.
Like that. I'm like that. The same thing whenever it comes to if I met someone for the first time and then I only met him for the first time ever. Then straight after a while, then you're just like, oh, what's his name? Memory's been a major problem for me, and that's the thing. Because now I'm trying to get back to the topic. I know we're talking about something else.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to it. Pie. If you meet somebody and they introduce themselves and they throw a pie in your face, you will never forget that name.
That's true. I'll be like, Soren, give me more pie. That same thing back again. I didn't know Tara Strong voiced Raven either. Oh, yeah. My jaw just dropped twice. I was it was amazing.
She definitely has range. Yeah.
She's amazing. She's a wonderful person, what she's doing. The same goes for Nicole Oliver, Michelle Creeber, everyone. I want to name everyone, but I'm terrible names. Like Tara St. Germain, Andrew Lippman, Osaka Jack, Mike the Microphone.
One of those people seems out of place. I'm not. You listen to a bunch of voice actors and some guy talking on his PC.
No, you're awesome. Everyone's awesome. I love you all. I mean, you guys are amazing. If I didn't have this, if I weren't a brony in the fandom, I wouldn't be able to talk to amazing people like you and everyone. I want to give you all the hugs in the world. Hugs and wubs to every pony. Yeah. All right, now backhand on Keith's butt thing, right? Now, when I first started working on the poster, I did actually create one for Kiki and Mimi. Okay. I sent it into Army, and he loved them. He really loved them. Really loved them. And the artwork as well, I sent him before I worked on. Army said, "Oh, well, it would be all right to send it in so Tara could sign him." I was so happy. I literally cried because I thought
it's wonderful.
It was great to see. I remember I created the one that she made me sign and had a photo taken of was when she signed the main six
Hmm.
pony poster, which was the main one, which had Kiki in it,
Right, right.
and it just touched my heart.
Well, I
I've got
wanted to ask if you don't mind.
yeah.
Usually, it seems like when you do a poster, very
Mm.
soon after you do an avatar circle.
Yes. Now that only just came in just about a couple of weeks ago. Actually, I
Okay.
thought the idea when I was creating more of the posters, I thought,
Mm.
well, what else could I create? To add to the set because
Mhm.
I want to make like a massive set. So but also to make them into merchandise if I could, if
Oh
I had
yeah, I
the
can
money.
see that. Yeah, I mean those would make excellent buttons as they are.
But with the pony circles, I thought, well, they'd be nice to have them, like say, because also they have vertical, photograph frames, like
Right.
the proper
Sure,
poster
sure.
size. But I thought, also, why not if they have circular ones? I thought, But then also you could turn in patches, probably puzzles, maybe stickers, And I thought, well, that'll be
Pins.
great. Yeah, so I started work on it.
Hmm.
So yeah, and now I'm going through the phase
Ooh,
of re-upping my
maybe it's
entire.
just because I'm in Japan, but you get one of those really itty bitty family name stamps that are circles and just pop that down.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like also that as well because my fiance started collecting ponies now since I started becoming a brony of the fandom. And she doesn't watch the show, but she started collecting these because we have UK magazines now
Hmm.
that come in the shops and that, and she started collecting that. There's one also massive shout I want to give to is Kedia because she was the very first brony who ever gave me pony merch, whoever
Oh, okay.
sent her, and she's a lovely person. She even does cute artwork. She also sent in for Kiki as
Hmm.
well, and and there's another massive shout out I want to give to is to the Save Kiki project.
Yeah.
Um, because they do all the brony artists and they do such an amazing job,
Sure.
and they're doing all of this you can so we can help raise money more for Kiki's charity. So please, guys, if you can do like give a retweet, tweet it out to everyone. Give a massive shout out to everyone in the entire universe. And just give them a shout out and just keep supporting them and keep help to support Kiki to get back to the way because
Sure.
I don't want to see you to be stuck in the bed for the rest of life. I want to see you to be walking, to go out and meet friends and
Oh yeah.
to enjoy your future. That's
Mhm.
exactly what everyone would want to do. And I
Yeah.
know Army would want the same. And same for me too, and Tara.
Well, you mentioned it to me a little bit before we started, and I'm sorry, I honestly didn't know about this until you just said it, but you do have a
Yep.
YouTube channel.
Yes, I do. I actually had it ages ago, but I did not actually start up on singing for a while because I pretty much love every weekend I go out to my local pub. I like to have
Mm,
just go out and sing because
right.
I love singing because it
Mm,
just brings me happiness, whether you're merry or you're feeling down. It
sure,
helps.
sure.
And I thought, well, why not I sing a song, to help for Kiki? And
Okay.
I did one on one of the songs that everyone keeps crying over. It's uh trying to think of that one now. Bring Him Home by Les Miserables.
Okay, all right.
And I thought I did a Brony cover version. I thought I'd rewrite the lyrics and then I just sing in my own and just give it a go. And I just brought me to tears while I heard
Aw.
myself. I sounded terrible, but it just sounded really lovely. And I don't think a lot of any Brony may have heard it, but
And it does relate back to something we were mentioning earlier. You have your YouTube channel has 3 songs,
Frieza,
and the
one of
oldest song is a Sonic CD.
Oh yes, I love Sonic CD just because of that song. I did that ages ago on Mixcraft, which I used was a good program. I got Mixcraft 5.
Okay.
Uh, I usually only used the MIDI and I only changed the instruments over. Just because you have the choice to read a MIDI file and then you can change the different kind of instrument to play the MIDI instrument sound file itself. And I thought, well, it's only a remix. It's just for fun because I love the music. I actually did start working on a Sonic CD remix
Oh, okay.
album on all the tracks in the game for Japan version and to the Europe version.
Oh, wow.
And through that time, it was trying to think now. When I was working on it, I thought this song sounds epic. It sounds like a hero's boss battle music,
Sure,
like
sure.
you're actually against the real evil and you want to protect your friends and you got to race forward to beat them like a Sonic cross Mega Man game, like
Okay,
Mega Man
okay.
Battle Network series. I
Sure,
love
sure.
that. If I
Well, one question that I ask in all of my interviews that you're not escaping from, no matter how hard you
mm.
try.
Oh no, I
The
knew
question
it.
is, In
Question.
all of My Little Pony, what is the one line or one scene that defines you as a brony?
Oh, I know what you think of the lines because I try to keep up with a lot of episodes, and it's hard to try and remember one.
Hmm.
But the one most line I always love is the one that Derpy said when she spoke in that episode. You it's like anything I can do to help. that's,
Ah, nice.
that's the line I love because that's the thing I love about Derpy because she does resemble with that. Like, because the walleye. And this is one thing I hate when people took to heart that, they think it's mocking people with disabilities. It's not. Derpy's a lovable character.
Gotcha.
And she's the heart of the fandom itself. Like, I mean, I know what it feels like to be disability. And it would be great to express an episode of Derpy. That's one thing I would like, because when I heard Lauren Faust she said she was going to create a episode which would focus on disabilities,
Hmm.
I would love it, absolutely love it to focus on Derpy because she deserves to have her own episode. I mean,
I,
sure,
I'm
she's a
not going to argue with that. I would agree with that. But at the same time, I think at this point, you can find fans of every single background pony who insist they deserve an episode.
exactly agreed. Especially Colgate and was it? Oh, good thing
We
I
need a
forgot.
Golden Harvest episode, dang it. When did she become Carrot Top? And we need.
I know, I know. I reckon they should, and they should actually do like a Doctor Who crossover episode
Oh,
because we
gosh.
got Doctor Who's. Oh, Doctor Who's and Derpy. That'll be one thing I'd love to see now. Is like if there was any chance to have a proper, because I love the one they did. I think it was Bull Dumblerat. I think he does a wonderful. She does she does a wonderful Derpy. I keep forgetting because. But when I heard the Doctor Who's an assistant radio plays, I loved it. It
Yeah,
was
that's really
amazing.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That I would love to see it. I would love to see an episode of Derpy because like there's so many people out there that just think, oh well, why count Derpy out in some of the episodes of? I can understand why Hasbro had to make the move. I can understand that
Sure.
fully,
Sure.
but it'd be great to see if they could get the chance just to focus an episode on Derby so that everyone can understand,
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah.
the thing. Most people don't understand it, like, they think it's mocking them. No, it's not, because
Yeah.
it's just, it's like, I don't see the cartoon mocking anything at all. It's just bringing a lot of love and happiness to everyone and smiles upon everyone's faces,
Very
that's the
true.
one thing. And,
Since it has just started recently in Japan, I have to admit, in the last 4 weeks, my love for the show has really rekindled. Being able to watch it, I can watch it Saturday morning. I'm in my
I know,
pajamas. I got a
I
bowl
know
of cereal.
I know that in Japanese, and the opening, so addictive. I love music. Japanese music is the one thing I love, especially out of all animes, because it's. Have you heard of the Vocaloids? Like
Oh, of
Miku
course. Yes.
Hatsune. There
Yes.
was this one song called Graffiti. I think it's
Okay.
like Kanjun Graffiti. Listen to that. That just made me cry because it just sums up a lot. It sums a lot. It's beautiful. It's
Oh yeah.
really wonderful. But that's the thing, though. Now we got Mirai Star. I love that song. I really want to meet the people who voice it, do Japanese stuff. I really would love to meet them
Oh
because
yeah.
they've done amazing job of it. And the same
They're
goes for
doing very well so far. The only okay. I'm
Make
not
It Time.
sure. I'm not sure I have fully come around to Japanese Applejack yet.
Yeah, I have. I mean, I did think like it didn't get the kind of sound of like the country accent, but it was still well done, I would say. But
I think she's doing a good job as a
mm,
girl in the city who likes to wear cowboy hats.
exactly.
That's
I
kind of
know.
how I listen. That's what she sounds like to me.
Yeah, it's like, oh gosh darn it, is these I gotta get these apples down. I may need me, but I ain't gonna get
Right.
back home.
I'm waiting. I cannot wait. I want to hear how Celestia sounds more than just
Yes,
a line or two in the beginning.
I would love to hear the Japanese version. Oh, that'd be so great because
And this,
Nicole Oliver, she has a beautiful voice. Every voice actor and actress in the world have got beautiful voices, and they do an amazing job. Nicole is a wonderful person,
yeah.
and I talked to her on Twitter, and she's I sent her in. I actually created a OC pony. Well, actually, I didn't. No, I did not. I created an OC pony art poster set, but because Kat Whitney, I think it was, she created the her OC. That's a thing. I get memory loss half the time. It's hard to track back.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, there's so much out there. It's very difficult to get. Oh, who did that? Oh, I can't remember, but I loved it. Thank you.
I know exactly,
Yeah,
but that's the thing it gets me all the time, But yeah, but the thing is, like Nicole is just a wonderful person, And when I send her the artwork now of Rosie Pony, she says, "Oh, I love that, and we love more." And I send her because what I did, she asked, "Oh, could you email it to me?" The pony art out of my OC, and so I can frame it and put it in my office.
oh,
I
there
was
you
like,
go.
yes! I know, no,
Isn't that
I was
nice?
I know, and it just made me cry too. So, I know, I do get so touchy, because I do get emotions, I mean, like I never try to cry, but it's just when it comes to situations.
Nothing wrong with crying as long as it's not to the extent of my pencil's out of lead and I can't. No, no, that takes it too far. But
Yeah, I know.
but no, getting
I,
truly emotional about nice things, there's nothing wrong
I,
with
I
that.
know one episode was the finale episode of season 3 that made me cry when
Yeah,
Tara.
yeah, I can
That
see
was
that.
beautifully well done. That's the thing I love about it. It's like no matter in singing wise as well, no matter how bad you think you sound, if you think you're terrible, it don't matter, because all singing's good, no matter what kind of voice, even if you're out of pitch or tune. At least you give it your heart and soul,
Yep.
which is the one thing, And if you love it, just continue what you love to do, like I said. So, it's the same thing with art. Like you think art's bad, your art is bad, but it doesn't matter because all art is good art, no matter in what shape or form. But
I
then
think
in
okay, well now I would have a slight I'm not disagreeing with you, but I think if somebody is doing art because they enjoy it or because they believe they're going to get really good at it and because they're going to enjoy it, then it's absolutely wonderful. And
yeah, exactly.
however, if somebody is doing something, painting or singing or something specifically to get attention for doing it, I don't like it.
Exactly.
I don't like
Yeah,
it.
I don't like it one bit because that's the one thing when people say, like when people follow me on Twitter, they're, oh, you just want to get more followers. Just say, oh, because I feel popular. You know what? I never care about the follow account. I never care
Yeah.
about popularity because that's not what I'm in for.
Yep.
I became a brony and I created this artwork to help. And not only that is because it's the right thing to do. And not only that, because I love the show. And also, I never care about popularity because the main reason I love being this fan is so I can make a lot of new friends and
Yep.
share fun.
Sure. Sure.
I never care about being number one in the world. I just care about living my life as a
Hmm.
normal person, and just to, just do what you gotta
Yep.
do. So. But I just never want to be famous. Well, famous, sorry, no, not my job. No, but I just love to help out others and just to live
Mhm.
life.
Yeah.
That's exactly it, and to help others that need help,
Yep.
like Kiki, for instance, and for
Sure.
all the others in the world. But
Mhm.
then that's why I thought if my art can bring happiness to people and to cheer
Sure.
them up, then
Sure.
I'm gonna definitely dedicate my work to everyone in the world, and I want to dedicate for all the kids' charities. I want to help, like Grey Mostly also. I want to help give things to the kids, all
Yeah.
them just to keep the spirits up and everyone. And same for Kiki as well. I want to help like Kiki to recover
Sure.
and to help others too. That's just exactly what I truly want in this world.
Yep.
And
Hmm.
and if people just don't like it, then well, there you go. That's just your opinion.
Yeah, I
So
didn't do it. I didn't start doing this to make people like me, and I'm not going to stop doing it to make people like me. So,
exactly, you
yeah.
do it because you love it, and that's the main thing.
Mhm.
You love to interview people.
If
Just
it's
keep
not a
doing.
labor of love, then really, why are you still doing it? No, you know what? No, no, I take that back because there are some artists who don't enjoy their job, but they do it because it's their job and because.
Yeah,
But
I
okay,
agree.
I can
I
understand that.
totally agree with
I
you.
apologize. Yeah.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I know. I totally agree, with Zach. It's true because I know there's a lot of artists out there that it's like their job
Hmm.
to work on and that, and I can understand they go through hard times themselves to earn the money because, like, so you gotta have a job. It's life. You gotta earn money to live.
You got to
But
do what you got to do so you can do what you want to do.
exactly. That's the thing. Like, I'm looking for a job. I've been 5 years unemployed, and it's at the time now, global recession. It's been a nightmare to
Mhm.
look for a job.
Well, is there anything else that you'd like to give a shout out to while we're here? I mean, we've mentioned everybody should go and check out Kiki's Fun, see how you can help, even if it's just a
Oh,
little.
and also you gotta check. There are also other project. I want to give a massive shout out to a lot of bronies out there.
Okay.
I know I forget your names, but I want to give a shout out to every brony in
Ah,
this fandom, to all My Little Pony creators, and
mm,
to everyone who loves the show and who wants to bring good and peace, goodwill to the world. But I really want to give a massive shout out to Tara and Lauren, because I want to say from the bottom of my heart, if it weren't for My Little Pony, for the cartoons, and for what you've done for all of us, I wouldn't have been here. Yep. So it's a massive shout out to you. Thank you so much. Because I don't want to break into tears, because I just feel,
I understand. Sure. It's emotional.
And I tell you what, big massive shout out to Everfree Network and Osaka Jack, because without them, I wouldn't be interviewed on this wonderful station.
My goodness, how meta can you get?
I know. Oh, there's one also. Oh, yeah. Cliff, Buttons Pony. I know there's so many. Dusty Cat, Screwball. So everyone in the fandom, there are many other people as well I want to give a mass shout to. Kedia as well. I'm trying to write all down as I say. Yeah, Aviators. But also that. I'd rather give than rather receive. Because I don't see the point of giving and you just hope to get something in return. That's not what I want. I just want to give to help, and that's it. So, that's true. Yeah. Sorry if we laughing on so long, Mary Pony. Right. Don't hear my blabbering. Absolutely. It was very good.
Today we've been talking with Shikari Speeder. Be sure to follow him on Twitter. Check out his DeviantArt and his YouTube, where you can hear all 3 songs. Everyone, we have been speaking with Shikari Speeder on Into the Spotlight. Thank you very much for coming by today.
Welcome.
Everyone, this is Osaka Jack for Into the Spotlight on Everfree Network. We'll catch you next time.
See you later. See you later. See you later. See you later. See you later.